What's up, guys? I think this may be live. This is a big old test for me because I never did this before. I've never been live, and you can tell. So I want to try it because I have lots of things to teach you on guitar. And live is a fast way to do it because it means I can teach you on the fly. But before I go live, I gotta look the part. So I want to teach you guys a quick little thing. Somebody left a comment on how to put your finger when you're barring, when you're doing a bar chord. So I'm gonna show you guys how to do it real quick. This is a quick lesson. This will take like 2 minutes. It's a good test for me. So what you want to do is bar chords are hard. Okay, they are very difficult, especially when you're starting out and you're not used to them, but they're so necessary. I teach a lot of guitar students and I explain to them, look, if you can play bar chords, you can play any chord on any chord chart in any song because the bar chord opens up, B flats, right? Or C sharp, D sharp minors. Things that you can't do if you can't play bar chords. There's chords that don't really work unless you can play a bar. And if you see a minor chord, oh, this shape is minor. So all I gotta do is find, okay, if I want to play an F minor, oh, right, that's an F. So here's my F minor, right? You know shapes, you know positions. But let me show you how to do a bar because you probably already know that. If you're watching this, you probably already know that you want to learn bars, but you need help. So this is just one simple lesson on how to put your index finger. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to actually, and it's actually easier to play bars higher up the neck too. So I'm going to do this up here where it's a little easier to play. All right, so what you want to do is when I play a bar, all right, you'll notice it's a little less so here because I'm closer, but you'll notice with this index, I'm at the very edge of that fret. Okay, the very edge. If you're back here, obviously you're going to need to stretch farther and you're going to get more of a twist on your bar. And you wanted this thing to be right on the bar. Now, there is another important note. There's a couple things. One is not only on your edge here, but you're also focusing your bar on the notes that you need to sound out. Okay, when you play like a say an F bar chord, say we come down here, one of probably the first bar chord a lot of people learn. When you come down here to play an F, you only need to hear this note and this note with your bar. If you notice, in these two notes. Wait, yeah, and these two notes with your bar. So you don't need to focus your pressure on these three notes because they're not going to be played by that finger. They're going to play by these fingers. So you can have a little bit of extra pressure here on the top and extra pressure on the bottom, meaning you can have a curve in your finger. And oftentimes you will have a curve in your finger. So you'll notice as I'm playing, you can probably see, look at that. My index is actually pretty curved, especially down here. Up here, it ends up getting a bit straighter because I'm closer to my body. I have a little more torque. That's why these are a little easier. Okay, but down here, you're going to get that curve. So you're going to have a curve there. You're going to be on the edge of the fret here. And also, you're going to have a slight rotation in that finger, especially, again, the farther down you are on these. You don't want your fingers to be at an angle. So many of my students, when they're starting, they look like that, all their fingers. And I can do it because I've been playing a while. But at first, you're not going to get enough pressure. You need them to be straight. Okay, so the thumb pressure on the back, these straight on. You might have to experiment with where you put your hand, right? Is it hugged up here? No, not really. It's mostly down here where I can get my thumb to put all the pressure in the back. And the index is here along the fret line there, a little bit rotated and a little bit curved. Okay, you should practice doing bar chords up here, maybe even first, because it's easier. You've got more strength from your shoulder back here. And then it'll be easier probably if you come down here. Okay, once you got that, get used to kind of going back and forth between that shape and that shape, or minor, major, minor, major, minor, major. Okay, but that's the trick with the index. A little bit of rotation, a little bit of extra pressure on the top and bottom. Okay, this doesn't apply when you're playing a chord like, say this here. All right, a B flat 7 chord. Because now your bar has to hit that too. So I'd start with something like this, where your pressure only has to be top and bottom. Little rotation along the fret line, and get those fingers straight on. hopefully that's helpful for you. I know bar chords are super annoying when you're starting, but if you just keep repetition, playing at it day by day, you'll see amazing results. Okay, signing off. See you later.